James here, pathofmastery.com. Welcome to today's video. Look guys, I want to talk to you about self-discipline today. It is a key for your life to become the man who you were born and destined to be. It requires self-discipline. It is also the hardest thing any of us are going to have to do. Listen to what Proverbs 12 says. Verse 1. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is stupid. I don't want to be stupid. I want to know knowledge. I want to learn discipline. I want to love knowledge. Knowledge will give us an advantage in life. And in fact, self-discipline is the key to knowledge. But if someone corrects you, if someone says to you, you need to stop doing this behavior or that behavior, you need to stop speaking this way about yourself or about your situation or about your wife or your kids or your money, and you don't listen to them, and you continue down a negative self-talk, a negative pathway, a negative vibration, you're putting out a faith that says, I can't do it, I'll never do it, I'll never be good enough. And so you're not receiving the correction that people like me are trying to bring to you. And if we can get some reproof, some correction in our life, and say, yeah, I have been doing this wrong. I have been going the wrong way. I haven't been listening to people with wisdom, and my life is a mess. If you can make that shift today, you're going to find freedom a lot faster because you're going to develop the discipline and the disciplines that are needed to have a fulfilling life. Are you with me? So what are we doing at the Path of Mastery? This is what we're doing. We're helping married men to find their purpose, their power, and place through self-discipline and self-mastery. That you, men, would reach your true potential physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially, and that you would earn the respect of your wife and of your peers and of your family because you are living out your true calling. Does that resonate with you? I want you to leave a like. I want you to subscribe. I want you to leave a comment if that resonates with you. If you don't know your true calling, if you don't know your purpose yet, if you don't know why you've been placed on the earth, and you can look at your life and you realize, man, I'm not too happy. My marriage isn't that strong. There's lots of back and forth. There's bickering. There's disagreements. I don't have peace in my life. I feel weak at work. My body feels weak. I haven't been disciplined enough to work out, to eat right. I just get in a rut of looking at my phone, eating junk, playing video games, watching Netflix, not exercising, not doing anything exciting with my wife, not building her up, not giving her affirmation and affection, and therefore I'm not getting any admiration or physical touch, things like that. Leave a like or a comment if you can relate to that. And if you're married and you've been married for some time and you've been living undisciplined, I guarantee you this is happening in your life. And it's not a good feeling. You feel like you're losing your power, your place, your position. And these are the things we're going to get back for you. So follow me on my journey through the path of mastery, through self-discipline, through my own self-mastery, through my practices that I am developing to become this man of destiny that I can see and envision in my mind. And I want you to start thinking about and crafting the vision of the man that you believe you ought to be, that's in your heart, that stirring that you have, that only you really know. Maybe you haven't been able to totally grasp it or put it into words yet, but I want you to get a pen and paper and I just want you to start writing. Who is the ideal man that you see yourself to be? How do you envision your wife looks at you? How do you envision your children look to you? How do you envision that your friends, your family, those closest people, or strangers look to you? Do you own a room when you walk into it? Are you noticeable just because of your character and the spirit of excellence that's on you? Or when you walk into a room, are you kind of obscure and hidden and not really noticed? This is all in your mind and in your spirit, and it can be changed like that by walking out your destiny. But you got to set your goals. You got to have your vision. And now you have to develop discipline to achieve it. And so this is what I'm talking about today, that discipline will change your life. I got some notes here. And so what I want you to do is I want you to make a decision today to live a disciplined life from now on. with no more excuses, no matter what. You have to choose self-discipline, and self-discipline will lead to a fulfilled, happy, and fulfilling life. But it's going to be one of the hardest decisions you have to make. It's going to not be a walk in the park. I'm telling you, challenges will come into your life. Things are going to pop up that are going to try to take you away from your disciplines. What are some disciplines? Well, here's the thing. You have to wake up early. You don't have to wake up at 4 a.m., but you better be waking up before 6 a.m. And you need to get up early for a number of reasons. And you need to get up early every day, Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. This is the start. This trains your body to obey your mind. Because I don't know about you, and I fail in this. I still fail in this. I'm working on this. This morning my alarm went off at 4:30, and I got up and I hit the snooze button, but I keep my phone on the other end of the room or in my walk-in closet. So I have to get up out of bed. But I hit snooze today, and I went laid by my wife again. Then it went off like 9 minutes later. I hit snooze again, went lay with my wife again. Got up behind, I said, turn it off. Then I said, I'll just lay with you for 2 more minutes, honey. And an hour went by. And I got up, because then I have my first meeting of the day at 6:30. So I got up at 6 today instead of 4:30. I wasted an hour and a half. That is not self-discipline. That was a failure on my part. And I just confess that to you guys. I failed today in my self-discipline. The order of my day is this. Wake up at 4:30. Be positive. Say affirmations. Give God gratitude for everything that I have. My health, my wealth, my home, my family, breath in my lungs. Okay, I'll take my pre-workout and I'll take a pump, and then I'll go to the gym. And I've hired a personal trainer. We're going to talk about that in a minute. He gives me my workouts. He gives me my meals. I hit the gym for an hour and a half. Then I'm at the church. I'm a pastor. I pray for an hour with a couple other men, 6:30 to 7:30. All right, that's my morning. Then I go home. I kind of help get the kids ready for school. I come back to the office for 8:30. From 8:30 to 9:30, I read for 1 hour, usually just the Bible for 1 hour. And then from 9:30 to 10:30, I pray again another hour, just me and God. This is discipline. This is where I'm developing spiritual discipline. Then I'll take an hour after that, and I'll usually work on a message or some thoughts that I have that I want to share either with you or with the church. I'm still kind of transitioning back in after a sabbatical. I won't probably be preaching until June, so I have some time to write down some thoughts. But in this time of waiting, I am trying to compress my spirit and my spiritual discipline to such a degree that I have a lot to offer to you and to the congregation that God's given me. So that's the beginning of my day. And so I need you to learn discipline in the morning. I want you to set your alarm for 4:30. I know it's going to be hard. Then I want you to just put your phone in your closet, put it down the hallway if you have to. Put it in the kitchen, but close enough that you can hear it, but far enough away that you got to get up and walk to it. And then as soon as you hit it, turn it off. Don't do what I did today. Turn it off and either have a cold shower or like a lukewarm shower that is going to wake you up. And then I want you to start saying your affirmations. Now, I did a video a couple of weeks back on affirmations. You can go back. I'll put a link in the description or put a little thing up here for the affirmation video. That was a 4 a.m. affirmation. You can tell that I'm really tired in it, but I did it. And I do it. Today was a failure, but tomorrow won't be. See, that's the thing. When we fail, we have to have enough self-discipline to forgive ourselves and make a better choice tomorrow. Because we're all going to slip up from time to time, but it's if we stay down, that's when we're defeated. That's when we're stupid, because we're not learning from our mistakes. So wake up 4:30, okay? Say your affirmations. Be grateful for everything you have. You might not have everything you want right now, but you're going to be grateful for what you do have. And you're going to thank God for what you want to have. And you're going to use your affirmations to create your reality. And when you say your affirmations over time, you create faith, because faith comes by hearing, and you're going to speak out, I have the respect and admiration and desire from my wife. My wife loves me, she cherishes me, she treats me well, and I'm a man who is respected. I act honorably, I have integrity, I do what I say I'm going to do. I give my wife affection, and she's madly in love with me. I do what I say I'm going to do for my children, and they see that I am a solid man that sticks to his word. When I say I'm going to do something in work, I accomplish it right away, and I have the respect of my peers. I am blessed in everything that I put my hands to. Everything that I touch prospers because I do things with a spirit of excellence. When things get difficult, I overcome because I see a finished work even through the difficulty. I am blessed beyond measure because God is with me. Who can be against me? So say things like this. You can look up affirmations. You can write your own. You can use mine. You know, check it out. But I want you to do this. A good solid 10 to 15 minutes of affirmations and gratitude. Man, I'm grateful that I'm strong today. I'm grateful that I was able to get up early. I'm grateful that I live in this city or this country, and I'm grateful that I'm going to accomplish my goals today. I'm grateful for all the good that you've done for me, God, and all the good I'm going to do for others. I'm grateful for a wife and children, Lord, and even though things might be difficult, I'm grateful that we're getting through it by your grace. Things like this. Of course, I'm going to talk from a pastor's perspective. You may not have any faith, but you still need to speak gratitude and be thankful, okay? You got to make that choice. That's part of discipline. Now I need you to take your pre-workout, pound your coffee, whatever it is. I don't want you eating yet. And I want you to take a pump, because when you go to the gym, you want to look good. So now you're going to have to go to the gym. You guys are going to have to go to the gym in the morning before you start your workday. Otherwise, you're going to get too busy and you're going to miss it. So you're going to get to the gym at 5 in the morning or 5:30 at the latest. I don't know what time you start your day. I told you I start mine at 6:30, so I need to be at the gym at 5. And now you got to do your workout, and you can't go without a plan. You need a plan, guys. If you don't have a plan, you're going to fail. You can't just go and say, I'm going to do a bit of chest, I'm going to do a bit of back, I'm going to walk on the treadmill for 10 minutes, I'm going to skip for a bit, maybe hit the heavy bag, and then I'm going to do some curls, and then I should be done. No, we're not doing that here. We're being disciplined to a plan, to a program, all right? So you need to hire yourself a personal trainer, or you need to download some workout plans that are very thorough, that take a minimum of like an hour to get through. Okay, and that's if you're doing it right and slow, because you don't need to be racing through this. You're sculpting your body. You're going to experience pain in the discipline of pushing those weights or walking or running and working out so that you can learn what it's like to suffer and endure and enjoy the process of the suffering. And so you need a proper plan for this, all right? I hired Wes Watson. You've probably seen some of his videos. I got into his fitness membership. I haven't joined his business membership, but he gave me all the workouts I need for 6 days a week. Sunday's a rest day. And then he's given me everything I need to eat and the amount of macros that I need. Fats, carbs, and protein. And right now I'm only on 1,800 calories, but you don't really consider the calories. You just consider your fats, your proteins, and carbs. So I'd highly suggest you find yourself some sort of personal trainer, someone that can make up a fitness workout routine for you. You can DM me or leave a message in the comments. I'll help you with this if you want it. I also have friends I can refer you to, or even Wes. I mean, he's not cheap, but he's worth it, okay? Now you need to stick to this workout plan like your life depends on it. And then you need to eat right. And so when you can discipline your eating and what you put into your mouth, you can have great success. Now this is why fasting is so powerful, all right? If you've never fasted before, boy, you're gonna suffer for a bit, but it'll teach you how to control your mind, and that your mind has more power over your body than you can ever imagine. I fasted, the longest I fasted for was 21 days, fluid only, and even that, just not a lot of fluid per day. And I lost about 20 something pounds in 21 days. I didn't start very heavy. I think I started at like 166 pounds. I got down to 140 something pounds. That was difficult because I was so small to start with. If you're bigger, you can go longer. This was a spiritual fast, but it also healed my skin of dermatitis herpetiformis, which is caused from eating gluten. You can see that in one of my previous videos. I did it before and after. You can also see some of my previous Wim Hof videos that shows how I use cold baths and ice showers and breathing to heal my skin. But those are videos from a few years ago, and those were also required a lot of discipline. All right, so go check those out if you have time. Leave a like or leave a comment if you've heard of Wim Hof or if you've heard of Wes Watson. And I'm going to show you some crazy results, guys, in the next coming months. It's going to be insane. But here's the plan. We're waking up early. Discipline. 4:30, you get up. Put your phone in a different room so you have to get up. Don't go back to your bed. I failed this morning. I'm not going to do it again. All right, now you're going to hit the gym. You're going to work out for an hour and a half following a plan. You have to follow a plan or you're going to get off track. And then you're going to get your meal plan and you're going to follow your meal plan. And you're going to eat exactly what you're told to eat and how you're told to eat it. Discipline, 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 okay? What's next? You have to schedule your day. You need to make a plan for your day, and I need it to start at 4 a.m. and I need it to end at 9 p.m. And you need to fill in every half hour on there with what you're doing. Every hour, every half hour, what you're doing. So you already know you're waking up at 4:30. All right, the next half hour is gratitude affirmations. Then you know the next hour, hour and a half is gym. Then you know the next little bit is shower, get dressed for the day. And then for me, mine is prayer, 6:30 to 7:30. Then from 7:30 to 8, it's get the kids ready for school, take them to school. 8:30, start my day. Reading for 8:30 to 9:30. Prayer 9:30 to 10:30. 10:30 to 11:30 is further development, reading, writing, putting my thoughts onto paper. 12 to 12:30 or 11:30 to 12:30 is lunch. All right, and then that's where I'll make sure I'm eating according to my meal plan. And then from 12:30 to 1:30, I'm doing a lesson, a study, listening to some audio. I'm taking some courses online. So I'll usually do that course. Sometimes my wife will come join me for that. That's an hour of courses. And then the last hour of my workday, which is quite blessed here at the church right now, it's just till 2:30. So from 1:30 to 2:30, I'm making calls. I'm calling people from the church. I'm taking them out for coffee. I'm doing visits. I'm encouraging people. I'm building them up. I'm strengthening them. I want to speak into their life that they would get up off their butt and learn discipline and joy. And like you and like me, we've all suffered. We've gone through hard times. This is why many people seek the Lord, because of a hard time in life, a suffering, a struggle. But discipline helps us get through that by trusting in God. All right, then after that in my day, from 2:30 to 3:30, I'm picking up the kids from school, taking them to their gymnastics or dance or whatever they're going to, those activities. All right, 3:30 to 4:30, then I'm back home. All right, I'm making a YouTube video. I'm doing social media. I'm getting the content made and produced and uploaded. And this just has to be part of the day. Like, it just has to get done. This is a discipline. This is one of my non-negotiables, is to make content, produce it, and get it out. And this is a time I've given to it, all right? It's a done deal. All right, the next hour, I'm getting the kids picked up from their classes, their gym and everything like that, and then we're getting dinner ready for the next hour still, eating according to the plan. All right, then what's after? You got to have some family time. You got to have some time with your wife, guys. Now you have to have disciplined time with your wife. Intentional conversation, at least 30 minutes or more, where the kids are kind of at home playing around. Your discipline now is to just speak to your wife, to look her in the eyes, to love her, to listen to her about her day, share your day with her. Get your phone away. Don't you be looking at your phone. Don't you be distracted with the TV. You're going to sit, have a tea or a coffee with her. You're just going to connect with your wife in this little bit of time that you have and go over your day. And let her tell you about her day. And you're really going to listen. And in fact, the best way to listen, you're going to repeat back in your head what she's saying to you. Because how often do we forget what our wife says to us, guys? All the time. You'll be speaking right to us and we don't hear a word she says. We don't retain it. It goes in and it doesn't stay. So this is a time to develop your hearing and your listening with your wife. Guys, she needs your affection. She needs your attention. The number one reason so many marriages are in disarray and disorder is because husbands are not giving their wife affection and attention. They need to know that you love them. And the Bible says in Ephesians chapter 5, it says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave his life for the church. Do you love your wife enough to give your life for her? Do you love your wife enough to even give her half an hour of your time just to listen to her, look her in the eyes, to touch her hands, to touch her shoulders, to give her a hug, to be fully present for that time? If you can learn the discipline to love your wife and give her affection, you will do incredible things. Your marriage will become so much stronger. Because then all of a sudden she's going to start wanting to have sex with you more. This is an important need for men. It's one of the chief needs of a man. She's going to give you admiration and respect because you're giving her affection. All right, and because you're taking care of the kids, you're meeting that other need, that family time, that family connection. You're pouring yourself into your family, right? You're working, you're making money, you're meeting her financial needs so she doesn't have to go get a job and pay bills because you're the man. You're paying the bills. You're giving them money to spend. You're doing that. You're doing a good job in that. And if you're not, we're going to work on it. I've got some ideas for you. All right? You're communicating well with her. This is what women need. If you can meet these needs, and I'm going to refer to you to this book, His Needs, Her Needs, changed my marriage, guys. It absolutely fundamentally changed my marriage. And then your needs will be met. Sexual fulfillment, recreational companionship. She'll want to do things with you. She'll want to play soccer, football, hockey with you. She'll want to go skiing with you. She'll want to go for hikes with you. She'll want to go surfing with you, do things with you. Even if she doesn't like it, she'll want to do it with you so that she can be with you because you've been disciplined enough to be present with her. All right? Then she's going to give you admiration. She's going to elevate you. She's going to brag about you to her friends. She's going to be there for you to build you up, man. Your wife is your queen. But you got to give her the affection and all these other needs to get her to that point, all right? She's going to keep the home in order for you. So when you come home, it's not like a bombs went off. It's not disorder. It's not disarray. It's not chaos because you live a busy life. You're working hard. You're grinding it out. When you come home, you want it to be peaceful. This is your castle, man. All right, so you meet her needs and she'll meet your needs in this area. All right, this is a discipline that has to be scheduled into your day. That focused, undivided attention for your wife and for your children. This will change your life, okay? Now we're moving through the disciplines. Now you're getting close to the end of the day. You're having dinner with your family. That's an important time. No distractions. All right, maybe you got some evening activities that the kids have, this or that. Do those things, but schedule it. Like, write your schedule. I'm going to leave a link in the description to an Excel spreadsheet my wife made for me. You can find that down below, and you can download it. I don't even know if I'll ask for your email. I'll probably just set it up so you can grab it and use it right away, okay? Schedule your life, guys. Now you got the night. Maybe you'll spend a little bit more time with your wife. You'll watch a movie. You'll give each other back rub. You'll just hold each other, right? Maybe just have a glass of wine, whatever. Just you and your wife for that kind of romantic time. You know, hopefully one thing will lead to another, right, guys? And you'll have a good night. But here's the thing. We got a few more hours now. If you have a side hustle, if you want to create content, if you haven't scheduled that earlier in the day, if you're working on a project, this is where you have to schedule 1 or 2 hours where this is the side hustle that I'm setting up to earn the extra income that hopefully will allow me to do what I love with my life. And so whether it's online, whether it's a physical business, whether it's sales, whatever it might be, this is where I need you to be writing down your vision, your goals, your planning. I want you to be going over, are you reaching your goals? You have to schedule it in. This is where discipline comes in. And if you can stay dedicated, guys, each and every day, Monday through Sunday, to living out this schedule that you've written for yourself, with waking up early, with hitting the gym, with eating right, with focused attention to your job at work. You want to do that with excellence. Focus attention to your children, focus attention to your wife, focus attention to your goals and your side hustle, which may become your main hustle, which may become your business, your brand, whatever it might be, your ministry, okay? Your prayer time, whatever it might be. If you can just be consistent, day over day, you might fail a little bit here, you might mess up a little bit here, like I did getting up early, but so now I have to move my schedule around to hit the gym at like 3 today, because my wife has the kids, because it's spring break at least, you know, and then next week I'm gone to California for 2 weeks, but I still have to live out my schedule while I'm on holidays. And you'll see this with the videos that are coming out. But this is what I want you today. Learn discipline. Self-discipline is knowledge. But when you get corrected and you hate it, man, you are stupid, the Bible says. I don't think you're stupid. I think you just haven't been taught how to be disciplined. Self-discipline requires self-mastery. Self-mastery requires a plan. The plan is the schedule. 4 a.m. to 9 or 10 p.m. All right? You have to have every hour filled out with exactly what you're going to do each and every day. And you're going to stick with it each hour. And all these areas, right? Fitness, gratitude, affirmations, healthy eating, Your relationship with your wife, your relationship with your children, all right? Your extracurricular activities, whatever it's your church or your hobbies, like you got to have that scheduled in, all right? Your business or your work, that thing that you love, your passion, your hobby, that has to be scheduled in. And that's just one day. All those hours filled out. And every day I want you to keep a journal, all right? I just buy these big notebooks like this, and I just lay everything out that I do. I journal. And so journaling is a discipline. It doesn't have to be much. You can just write the day, and you can put a check mark as a win whenever you hit everything. All right? When you just hit your hour by hour goals. Hour by hour goals. And you're going to check it off. If you didn't, I want you to put a big red X on it, or at least a big red X on the schedule by the thing that you weren't able to accomplish. Things come up. But I want you to start stacking wins, guys. Self-discipline enables you to stack wins. This is why you wake up early. When you wake up at 4:30, you're winning. When you don't hit snooze, like I did today, all right? When you don't hit snooze, you win. Man, that's a check mark. You won that. When you say your affirmations and you give gratitude, boom, that's a check mark. You win. When you hit the gym and you're tired, but you got that pre-workout and that pump in you, and you're getting like a little bit of something, I still got a long way to go here. Like, I got a long way to go. But you hit a check mark, all right? You get a win, all right? Then you eat right. Boom, you reached all your macros. Boom, check mark, you win for the day. All right, you spent that time with your kids, focused, listening to them, helping them. Boom, check mark, you win. Oh, you're intently engaged with your wife in conversation. Boom, check mark, you won that, man. All right, you reached your hobbies and you did your fun things and it was scheduled in. Boom, you hit that check mark, you won that. Oh, you spent those 2 hours with that self-mastery, self-discipline, working on your passion project, your business, your ministry, your side hustle, whatever it is, your art, whatever it is, boom, check mark, you win. You spent that intimate time with your wife because you've built her up so much, you've encouraged her so much, you've elevated her so much, you got everything you needed from her. Check mark, you win. Why? Because you were self-disciplined. You learned discipline and you put it into practice. All right? This is what we do here. This is what we're enabling ourselves to do. This is what I'm learning in my life, and it's a process and it's a step-by-step thing. But if we can do this over time, not only will my life be transformed, your life will be transformed too. This is the Path of Mastery. Like and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon, boys. Bye.